I'm finna teach you how to use my template. This is a new version of my FL Studio template. This one here for FL Studio 25. But it really make no difference. You can use it, bitch, any version. You is gonna need Waves plugins for this bitch. Cause I do have mostly Wave plugins in the yard. But if you want the Wave plugins, just hit me up on my Discord and I got you. So the first thing you wanna do is you wanna make sure you got your mic in here, you feel me? And then you wanna make sure you turn this bitch on. Like, I'm gonna have most of this shit off, so you wanna make sure you have it on if you wanna use the effects and shit. So like this right here, the first on the mixer track is gonna be the beat. You gonna put a beat right here. You gonna get the fucking BPM of the beat, and right here on top is gonna be your master bottom. The way I have it set up this way, you see this one right here is gonna be your fade out, and this one gonna be your fade in. So say like, I got this long ass beat right, and the template on this one like this long shit. You wanna make sure you stretch that hoe and put it like on the beat level type shit, like how long the beat is and shit. And say if I wanna fade in, just do this shit. And then you can see like right here, like, or like a fading effect. You feel me? And that goes for the fade out version too, so it just makes it easier for you instead of you just doing this shit. That way how I set up is already there, you feel me? Yeah, like this is just use working easy. So this right here is gonna be your recording track. So right here, the first one is the vocals, second one is the ad-libs, third one is doublers. So like, we are the fakes, I have it on, like this is my recording preset. I don't like printing on my shit, cause I like mixing my shit later on if I wanna make changes. I don't like printing, so I just have it like set up this way so I could just go back to it. And this is where you're gonna have your auto-tune and like you feel me, like some little EQ and shit, compressor, whatever. If you don't want this shit, you can turn it off. And that's about it. It's gonna sound like this when you turn it off, and this is only my goddamn vocal preset right here is gonna be right here. So yeah, when you record, it's gonna be right here and all this shit. Like the way I have it set up this way too is because like say on my studio, I have some people tell me like they don't wanna hear themselves. So instead of me like fucking muting tracks and shit, all I do is just put the bitch down over here on main vocals, and if they don't wanna hear themselves, I just turn the shit off over here and I move that shit down so they could hear while they just record. You feel me? That's the way I have it set up this way. But really, it is still like, you feel me? Like you get what I'm saying. If you're an engineer, you know what I'm saying. And then right here I got like my face, so like say I wanna ghost effects and shit, my shit. Like you feel me? If I wanna ghost effects, I got D-Boys effect, I got starter effects, and the phase drops, you know, like you wanna add like some phase drops in that bitch, I already have it right here, so you don't gotta make another track in that bitch. It's already here for you. So you wanna make sure you turn on the effects, and I put that bitch in the wrong. What the fuck? Hold on. Those effects. You will hear like the ghost. Really what I do, I really just try this bitch like the effect to my vocals. So like I track it to my vocals And instead of me mixing the goes phase, I just have the converter on and the reverb and delay. I turn the red shit off and I track it to my vocals. But I'ma teach you that shit later, cause I'm just going through the template. If you want a version of me going full depth in this bitch, like how to record vocals and stuff, I'm gonna make a different video for that. But yeah, make sure you put the beat on this hoe. It's gonna be routed to 1 automatically. You want the auto key, listen, get your key and shit. And yeah, so this gonna be the I'ma get to this later. This gonna be at the end. So this gonna be your this gonna be your main vocal track preset. This is where you're gonna do the mixing at. So like you got a preset you like or some shit, you can just drop that vocal preset right here, or you could just tweak my shit. It's up to you. I got a reverb right here too. You wanna have that bitch on, play around with it. You feel me? I got a songizer, all that shit. Like this is really just a clean, like it's not like doing too much. Like it's not like someone, you feel me? Like this is just a clean preset. And right here is the radio. The radio sound like this. I'm gonna turn the radio. This is what the radio sounds like. So like right now it already sound like an ad-lib to me, but if you want more of the telephone effect, I have it right here already. And your shit gonna start sounding like this. I also got a reverb on that bitch. So you want reverb now on delay. You feel me? That's what the ad-libs sound like. For my ad-libs, I got that little effect, you feel me, for the ad-libs and shit. But if you want the shit off, turn that off right here, full combo. But what I like on my ad-libs is this double effect, and it make it sound like this. And that shit, yeah, I fuck with it, bitch. And I also got reverb delay on this hoe. Feel me? Fuck around with it, bitch, do whatever you gotta do to that. And right here is gonna be my custom. Alright, this is gonna be my reverb. So right here, I have it set up for short reverb, long reverb, and this is gonna be a custom reverb. So like, say you don't wanna touch this shit right here, you just wanna do your own shit, you just go right here, tweak with how to do whatever the fuck you want, your reverb, whatever. You always want to make sure you route your vocals to that. Like make sure you turn the face on and route it to that, whatever you want. You feel me? However you want it and shit. Then over here is gonna be my delay. I have it set up this way, like this. Custom delay, you know. Other delays already in there, so like custom delay, just do whatever the fuck you want. And then the delay presets I already have it here for you. So say I want this shit on, turn that face on, and it's gonna sound like that. And you can do the same shit for the rest of them. I got a dollar too in case like you just want like a dollar effect in that bitch, like whatever. It's gonna sound like this. You feel me? Like turn it down to it or whatever, and your vocals gonna start sounding like this, ad-libs, whatever you do. It's just like a little effect you wanna have on your vocals or whatever. So over here at the end, I got some blank preset. Let me turn our reverb off. I don't want this shit. Alright, so for the end of the mix track over here, I have 2 empty vocal presets mix tracks. So like say you got another rapper and shit on your project, you wanna record him and shit, but he want like a different mixing or a different vocal preset. All you gotta do is turn your mic in that bitch, put your mic in the hoe, drop the preset in that bitch. And that's better than just record right here in the bottom. Like it's gonna be already routed though. Feel me? For the last thing, over here is gonna be my finishers. So like the way I have it set up over here. First one in the blue is gonna be my finisher vocals, finisher ad-libs, finisher those. So what I mean by finisher, like after the mixing and shit, if I wanna add a little bit more compression or a little bit more, like tweak with it a little bit more, like the final polish, I just turn that bitch on. Yeah, you can tell you sound more up to the mic type shit. You wanna tweak with it and shit, like man, with the volume or something. I got it set up this way cause this is what I usually do with my vocals. And then I just add on top and say like, if I wanna have like another DS or some shit. This is pretty much my final mixing on the vocals. But not really, cause I'm about to explain to y'all where all this vocal shit, all these effects are going to. So the final one is my mix bus, and it's gonna be number 5 right here. This right here is gonna mix all the vocals, all your ad-libs, all your doubles, the way I have it set up this way. Like, I'm gonna turn it on for you real quick. And this is pretty much, like say, it's putting all the vocals, ad-lib, doubles, and shit together. If I wanna glue that bitch, like I got a SSL compressor in this bitch, you wanna glue your vocals with the beat and shit, like make it sound right, even and shit. I also got all the type of shit in this bitch, like just make your shit sound way better. Like y'all gonna hear me. Let me show the sample real quick. How this shit sound. Yeah, and this what this shit out of it. This what this shit on. It's just like a little more glue to the tracks where it's not all over the place and shit. But if you don't want this shit, well, you can take it off. Feel me? For the master, I didn't do a lot of things in that bitch cause I don't want your project to have like latency, delay and shit. I don't know how you mix your masters, but I normally have my own master bus. And if y'all want my master bus, I'm gonna make a different video in that bitch. Or you got like say a master preset, drop the master preset in that bitch and start tweaking with it. But I don't wanna, tell you how to master. So I just have this template for recording on and mixing your boat, not for the mastering shit. So like this about it. This pretty much it for the whole template. If you want this template right here, hit me up on my Discord. Just join my Discord. I'm gonna leave the link on my bio. The link in my bio or the description or something. Because it's for free. I did took my time on this shit, so I will appreciate y'all. You follow me, subscribe to my shit, some shit, feel me, like the video, something. But yeah, you want this template right here, it's gonna be on my Discord. Yeah.